Hey guys, welcome back to some more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Sorry I've been away for a while. I was just wrapping up things with work, which is now finished, so I have now more time to record. So hopefully Doki Doki will come a lot more frequent. I don't know what to say about this game. It's insanity, and it's probably not even started yet. What I will say is thank you so much for those of you who are enjoying this so far. It seems to be a good response for Doki Doki. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the playthrough, because I have no idea what to expect, to be quite honest. But last time we met our friends from the literature club, and we got asked to do our own poem. We had to pick a bunch of words. And today is the day where we're all going to share our poems. I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm kind of nervous, actually. I'm a bit worried about... Yeah, let's... Who should I show my poem to first? Now, we had a bit of a weird moment, didn't we, last time with Sayuri? It got a bit like, we're friends, but we're kind of just touching each other up. Well, I say that, more me. The character. I wasn't touching Sayuri up. That's impossible for me to do. But J-Jammer, the character, was touching her up. And she seemed to be fine with it. So here's what I'm thinking. Deep down, does Sayuri actually like us? Or does she like us? And she's just going along with it. You know what? I'm going to show my poem to Sayuri first. Yeah. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayuri first. She's my good friend, after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, J-Jammer.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayuri? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not... Oh god, I've got hiccups. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I literally don't have any idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a J-Jammer poem.
Okay.
And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. Are we really starting this way already? You're so weird, Sayuri.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, J-Jammer. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Okay. See, mine was just a bunch of words, so I don't actually know how mine turned out. But this is hers, I guess. Dear Sunshine, I'm not going to read it in her voice, I'll read it in my voice, as if I'm reading it. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Okay. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? That's pretty good. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret. But I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Did you finish it? Oh, I want breakfast. See, it started off really well. And then it just kind of went off topic. Oh, yeah. I want breakfast. Sayuri? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Okay. Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
I mean, that's true. I get told that all the time. Don't skip breakfast. It's funny because I used to be like one of these people who I never had breakfast when I got up. Never. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to have breakfast now in the morning. Even if it is like just like a bit of toast or something. The occasional cereal.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah?
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. What? Oh, so we're gonna go through everybody's anyway. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Yuri. Now, I haven't played this for like nearly a week, so I've forgotten their voices already. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after... I guessed that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together.
To be fair, that's probably what I did. I just picked a bunch of fucking words that probably wouldn't even match up. And I'm like, yeah, that'll work. So that's probably what she's talking about.
The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Yeah, she's a bit... Yeah, she's something.
Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, what have you got, Yuri? Ghosts Under the Light. Oh my god, I'm actually struggling to read this. She's got different handwriting. What? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, or bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I'm really sorry if I can't read this. I bath calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was really hard to read.
Huh? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Fourth wall break? Hello, Yuri, can you see me? Yuri? What? I fucking was thinking that. I couldn't read it at all. I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
It did. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, oh, this is me. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, J-Jammer.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically...
Did I read that right? Symbolically, yeah.
Compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left without nothing, or with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
That was interesting. Who should I show my poem to next? See, I'm worried now that this is depending on who you show your poem to last is a bad decision. Or maybe who you show your poem to first is a bad decision. You know what? I'm going to show Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Ugh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
How do you know? This is more like my kind of handwriting. Okay, Natsuki's poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. That was brilliant. Maybe the best one so far.
Yeah? I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. I actually did like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
Is that wordplay or worldplay?
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I mean, we've only got one person left to show our poem to, so let's see what Monica thinks.
Hi, J Jammer. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, J Jammer. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayuri are really good friends, right?
Yeah, we're fantastic friends. So much so that she likes me to dress and possibly undress her. But we won't talk about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case.
Maybe we should make Monica, like, posh, you know, a bit more posh.
But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, that we'll go with that.
The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable. Oh, it could take... Why can't I fucking read? It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Everyone's said that so far. Everyone thinks they're shit. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hand it on over, girl. Right. There's quite a bit to this one. She made some effort, which, you know, I appreciate the effort. So, hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. Did I read that right? That did not seem to make sense. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. What sort of hole are we talking about here? Now that I've read on somewhat. Monica? Monica. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. I bet he was. Oh, matron. Stop looking at people's holes. So, what do you think? I think it's fucking mental. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better... Wait, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. What? Let me try and read that again. Maybe after everyone is better friends... Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Okay. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a bit dark. You'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. I mean, yeah. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What just happened? Yeah, I do need to just let out a nice sigh. Not sigh, but like a... Moving on. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Yeah, what if I'm just a really shit writer? Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh.
I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Yeah, I wanted to be in the gaming club. Where was that? Or the anime club. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Interesting. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute?
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. It really didn't come out nice at all. Wow.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Why is she being a dick? I mean, I know this is kind of what she's like anyway. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and J-Jammer did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
Ugh.
And J-Jammer liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Why has the music stopped? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, okay, I thought there was like going to be some dark music coming in.
That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that J-Jammer appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh?
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Wait. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh. Oh, what is happening? Girls, calm down.
Is everything okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as J-Jammer started showing up.
Natsuki?
Natsuki, that's a little... Oh, they said it at the same time.
This doesn't just involve you.
What is going on?
I don't like fighting guys.
That's not her voice. That's... Oh, I've lost... The problem is, it's because Yuri and Sayuri sound quite similar in voices. Anyway, suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they've just noticed I was standing there.
J-Jammer, she's trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have had... Oh my god, I can't read. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, J-Jammer.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, J-Jammer?
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm over here like... Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. Oh no, this is where shit rolls downhill fast. Because now I've got two girls arguing who want my opinion. Listen, let's be honest. Whoever's side... Help me, Sayuri. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no. Well, this is the way I see it. Whoever I pick, I'm going to be on that person's side, and the other girl's not going to like it, and it's going to cause issues, and it's going to put them down. But then I wonder if I say, help me, Sayuri, will that affect both of them? Oh, no. I mean, there's multiple ways this can go, right? Oh, no. Okay. I'm really sorry, Yuri. I'm gonna go with Natsuki. I don't know why. I'm just drawn to her for some reason. Oh. Yuri? You're really talented. Oh, no.
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we've learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. Clearly, yes. I glance over my shoulder. Sayuri is nodding vigorously. Sayuri? Sayuri, are you in the room? Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Ah.
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm not sure... That's not what that says. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so.
Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, J-Jammer. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayuri and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay?
That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayuri?
I'll go make some tea. Yeah? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it.
Oh, that's me. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayuri. I patched Sayuri on the shoulders. Okay.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, J-Jammer. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got a little too used to.
Ah, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So, we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So, maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree.
Disagree. That's a word. Maybe I do need to go to the literature club because I can't fucking talk.
I disagree, I said it again! I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club.
I don't know why Sayuri's got posh all of a sudden.
The most important things
Oh, we're just changing voices.
is having fun.
Of course.
Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayuri.
What is happening? In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It's fantastic.
It was a lot of fun. Well, I did say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
J Gemma, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Oh yeah, but that's the problem. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
J Gemma, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinions, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, J Gemma, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder again. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, let's do this.
okay. Kind of digging this music, by the way. Oh, we're doing this again? Okay. This is interesting. Let's go memories. Boop. Uncanny. Imagination. Hair. Horror. Clouds. Massacre. What the f... You know what? I'm gonna go for that. Sing? Holiday? Fluffy! Fireworks? Bouncy. Anxiety. Oh, I love some raindrops. Headphones. Do you know what I mean? I'm just picking random ass words. So yeah, my poems probably mean absolutely dick. And they probably make no sense. blanket. Waterfall. Games. Cry. Interesting. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Joe Gemma.
Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Do I? Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Oh, have I worked out like she's never got money or something?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Why am I being weird? Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, why would you come to class and be like, yeah, I'm hungry, let's go get some food. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
Ugh! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh, Yuri. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Okay.
Yuri, tell J Gemma to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. Retribution.
What? Did I read that right?
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Jesus. Thwap.
Yeah. Ow. What was... Huh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution?
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you.
Yeah, just slap a cookie up my side of my head.
I'm so happy.
Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayuri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
Oh, someone laughed. I didn't see who that was. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Why do I feel like these two are like twins or something? Like similar haircuts. They're not sisters, are they? Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her.
Oh.
Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
She just stopped by. Mouth full, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayuri...
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend?
What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Me? Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika.
I don't really.
I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, J-Jammer.
Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. That does not surprise me. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an... expirated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. This music? You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga? You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands.
How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga, slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it. You can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, J-Jammer. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
They do say that.
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands.
Ah.
I stare at the cover.
It features 4 girls in colourful attires striking animated feminine poses.
It's exceedingly mo.
Don't just stand there.
Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's this really funny chapter where they are obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters, and besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
Yeah? Why does that matter?
It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga.
Like I would ever get into anything because of this, because it's in the manga. I'm starting to notice a pattern with you, Natsuki.
I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Well, that's a cute portrait. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I never know when to end the episodes for this game, because it was easier in the first one, because it started a poem. But I think we're going to end it here on Natsuki's cute little face, and we'll pick it up next time. But I'm enjoying it. It seems to have started. The girls seem to be fighting over me and fighting for my opinions and stuff, which I kind of guess was going to happen. The game is obviously going to want me to choose people over the others. Things are not going to go so well. Things are going to start happening. I can only guess what's going to start happening at some point. But for now, this is where we're going to end this one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and share around if you can. Again, thank you so much for your support on the first episode. It was absolutely fantastic. And if you're down to be on this ride with me, I'll look forward to seeing you here for this one and more. But yeah, till then, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time for some more I think said Danganronpa. No, not Danganronpa. Doki Doki. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye for now.